What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Derek, and in today's video we are taking a look at another AI companion website. If you've been subscribed to this channel for any amount of time, then you know that I've been extremely fascinated with AI in general, as well as AI companions, and the idea that as humans, as we deal with AI over a period of time, we're going to start develop feelings for them, which led me down this rabbit hole initially, just kind of looking at some of these different platforms that came out where you could basically get yourself an AI girlfriend or an AI boyfriend, and seeing how that relationship formed between an AI persona and a normal human being. Then led to companies starting to reach out like Nectar AI saying, hey, can you check out our platform? Willing to pay you for a sponsored post. That's what this is. This is a sponsored video from Nectar AI where we're going to take a look at their website, see how it compares to other AI websites that we've checked out, some of the unique features that they have, and just kind of still talk about that idea of where we're heading with AI companions. First, before we jump into anything, the number one question everybody always asks is, how much is it? And so if you're willing to pay yearly, you get yourself 50% off, which saves you quite a bit of money. And so looking at the site, you can see they actually do have a promotion going on at the time of me recording this video. They have a Happy Easter special sale. So the prices are reduced even a little bit more at this point. Don't worry if the sale's not on by the time this video comes out. They do sales all the time. You can always catch a great price if you just watch for it, pay attention. But you basically have 4 tiers. You have the free tier, which costs you a whopping $0 a month, which just gives you 10 generations a day. You get 4 different customizations. We'll go into what those are and everything. You get 15 messages today. You can have up to 15 messages in memory. You can do 1 photo message per day, 1 customized persona. So that's where I said you can create your own personalities, your own characters, and 1 custom companion. The first plan, $4.99 a month. That gives you premium. This gives you 100 generations a day, plus 45 additional customizations. You get 6,000 messages per month. You get an 8K context memory. So 8K would be about 8,000 words. Faster messaging time, so you get higher priority when it comes to being in the queue for response and stuff. You get 50 voice messages, so you get voice messages that you don't get on the free tier. You also get 600 photo messages. Again, 1 customized persona, and then you can create unlimited custom fantasies with companion. For the pro, $9.99 a month, unlimited generations, 95 plus additional customizations. You get HD generation, so when you're generating photos or videos, you can get the highest resolutions possible. 9,000 messages per month, double the memory, 16K context memory. You get even faster messaging time. You get 900 photo messages, 50 voice messages, 3 customized personas, and you can create and edit unlimited custom companions. For the ultimate, $14.99 a month, that gives you unlimited HD generations, unlimited messaging, unlimited photos of custom girls, all the best models, and all 350 plus customizations that they offer. You can do landscape and portrait modes when it comes to the generation of images and stuff. 2,500 advanced credits, 4 times the memory of the pro. So you go up to 64K context memory, the fastest messaging time available, long-term memory. So this means not only do you have a context window where the AI remembers the last so many messages, it also has a personalized memory where it saves information about you that grows over time so that it becomes more personalized to you over time. You get video generation, video messages, 10 customized personas, 100 voice messages, priority customer support, and you get voice chat, which is like the real-time voice chat. If you do have a plan and you do end up using credits and you want more, you can buy just credit replenishments as well. Hey guys, quick update. Since recording this Nectar AI video, they've actually pushed a bunch of new features and improvements on the site. So if you're looking around and it looks different than it does in this video, that's why. Just wanted to let you know they're moving fast, which is honestly a good thing. First things first, if you've never been around one of these sites, when you land on the homepage, you kind of have these catalogs of cards. Now, when you first come to this site, the first time when your cookies get set, it'll ask you like girls, guys, anime, like what do you want to see basically? You hit the button, that's what you're going to see on your home screen. However, you can always go over here to the sidebar, let it slide out, and you can change it any times to any of the other ones. And you can see over here, all of the same ones that are up here are down here. You can kind of go through and there's lots of different characters to choose from. One thing that I personally love seeing as a YouTuber who puts out these videos is the inclusion of a not safe for work toggle. Some sites have this, some don't. Nectar has this, which I think is great. And so we'll go ahead and jump jump right into a chat with one of these girls. We'll click right here on Olivia Wells. When you click it, you can see that it pops up with a photo of her and kind of gives just a little bit of a description, which is basically this one here, but just, you know, the full thing. So it says, Olivia is naturally gorgeous. She's smart, stubborn, fully aware that she's been your walking weakness for years, teases just to get a rise out of you, plays innocent when she's definitely not, and leans in just close enough to make you lose your mind. She's the type to call you out in your BS and bring you coffee the next morning. She's your best friend's little sister, and she has eyes for you. We'll hit start chat. And so when you first come to it, you're presented with a screen that shows the character in the background, shows their first opening started messaging, and you see a lot of different options here. You have your credits that are at the top. You can click up here where it says basic roleplay, which gives you just some quick options in terms of how the chat works. You can see there's a memory on and off feature. There's a persona where you can set up the personas that we talked about. There's writing style, so you can change like the response length if you want short, default, or long. You can also add in custom instructions, examples that they give, talk in Spanish, respond in a condescending way. So you can actually tweak how you want it to be. And then you can actually choose from different models. And this is something that I thought was cool that you don't see with a lot of these other companies. You know, you might have the option to choose from 1 or 2 models, but you don't have the option to choose from so many. You can see they go all the way up to what's called Orchid, which is like their flagship. It says it brings characters to life. So it's really cool. So we'll stay on the basic, just kind of show you guys how it is right off the start. And then you can see here over on the right, you also still have a lot of those same things that we had right here in the basic role play. We have memory, persona, writing style, speech, which speech you can click on and you can choose a voice. Appearance, this is the appearance of the actual bubble or whatever. So you can see you can do like bubble, or you can do like a novel, which is continuous text and it's not in these little bubbles. You also have a phone call button up here. This is the, like I said, like if you wanted to live chat with a companion. They also give you this idea for suggestions, which I love these sites that offer these suggestions like this. And it basically just gives you a couple of suggestions based on the last message from the AI. Or again, you can just type in your own message. Like I can just say, oh yeah, what were you wanting to catch up about? You can see right here, well, for starters, Olivia pushes off the door frame and steps closer, her hips swaying subtly. I think it's about time we stop dancing around this thing between us, don't you? She tilts her head, blonde waves falling over one eye as she looks at you from beneath long lashes. Or are you still going to keep pretending you don't feel it too? That you haven't thought about us? Her voice drops to a whisper on the last word, Blue's eyes searching yours intently. And then you're presented with a couple more options once the message comes in, which is continue. You can have it regenerate. You can also rate the message just to kind of help the team, you know, make better models in the future. And you can copy it if you want to copy the message. You also do have the play button where you can click on play and hear her talk, you know, directly or whatever. And again, that's where you choose like the speech voice and all of that. So again, with the suggestions, it says lean in closer and whisper, I've thought about it every day. Reach out and tuck a stray strand of hair behind her ear. Glance toward the house nervously and ask, what about your brother? What do you reach out and tuck a stray? So then it's put in. You can see it's actually writing it. So my fingers brush against her cheek as I tuck that stray strand behind her ear, lingering a moment too long. You know, I've thought about it every damn day. You can edit it if you want, or you can hit send. And again, she responds. Amazing to me how much faster these models and everything gets. Every damn day. Olivia echoes softly, shuddering lightly as your fingers graze her skin. I know, because it's been the same for me too. She reaches up slowly, deliberately, trailing her fingertips along your jawline and down the side of your neck. So why don't we stop pretending and finally do something about it? Something real. Her face is inches from yours now, breath mingling with breath as she awaits your response.
Hey guys, quick pause because I actually want to show you something real. A while back, I hit that point where my YouTube videos, they were solid, but my thumbnails, they weren't doing the content justice. The click-through rates was atrocious, and I knew that that was holding the channel back. So I decided to outsource my thumbnails on Fiverr. I didn't want anything flashy or over-designed, just clean, clickable thumbnails. Once I switched to professionally designed thumbnails, I started seeing a noticeable difference. Higher click-through rates, more consistent views, and honestly, my channel just looked more legit. What I liked most about the process, I sent over references, explained my style, and the designer handled the rest. No back and forth headache, revisions were super easy, and the final thumbnails optimized specifically for YouTube. I'll throw a few before and afters on screen so you can see the difference for yourself. If you want to check out the Fiverr service, the link's down in the description. No pressure, just sharing what generally works for me. All right, back to the video.
and then we can actually go over, we'll go to the generate tab. You can generate images through the actual chat. So let's go back to, like, for example, let's go back to a chat here. We'll do like Gabby, for example. So you can see, like, right from a chat, you can actually generate images by clicking that, which will take you to the generate screen, but it'll already pre-fill in the character or the, you know, persona or whatever that you want to use. You can also just come straight to the generate, where then you can select, so you can do like Nectar base model, Nectar companion model, standing in a city at night, beautiful evening dress. These are also the ideas. So you can say like charming expression, scene, we can say photorealistic, bokeh, describe what you dislike. We can also do show more. There's outfits, body. So again, these are just different options you have when you come into it. Outfits, poses, effects, you can see all, but we're just gonna go to create now. And you can see here is the image that we have. We can click on it and we can create a companion from an image. So on the video side of things, video generation only includes not safe for work models. Do you accept changing your content preferences? We're gonna accept. Laying on a bed fully clothed. We're gonna try it. We're probably gonna have to blur most of this, but we'll see how it works. And so, yeah, like I said, we're definitely gonna have to blur this, but it amazes me how far along, even, I wish I could show you guys, because it amazes me how far along video generation has come when it comes to these characters as well. And so, yeah, you have video generation. Again, unfortunately, can't show it too much because of the not safe for work aspect of it, but images, you can have images. You can set all the different characters that you want to set. So we'll do Spider Lady here. We'll give you something different. Looking seductively at you. And then we'll hit create and we'll see how this looks. Since we can't show the video, I feel like we should at least show off some of the image generation. And I think this would be interesting because, you know, this is more of that fantasy type. I mean, this is like a spider looking anime lady. So I've actually never seen a site have a character. I mean, even the anime characters on other sites are typically normal looking human ones. So we'll see. I have kind of an idea that it's going to get back to normal. No, it did it. Wow. And it looks good. Man, I'm actually shocked. It looks good. Wow. Okay. Color me impressed. Like, that was a genuine reaction. I'm shocked at how well it did it. I expected just for it to like maybe give us back a normal looking human or something, but it has the spider legs, all of that. Very cool. Another interesting feature that Nectar added is actually if you go over here to the create tab, like you're going to create a companion, they actually have where you can now create a fantasy. So maybe you're not interested so much in creating a particular look of a character, but you're more interested in what the actual fantasy or the story is going to be as you interact with the character. And so we can click on this fantasy mode and you can see, again, I love it. You have a not safe for work tab. We'll leave that off here for YouTube, but you can see you kind of have these different companions that you can start off with. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is we have to actually select a character to start building our fantasy. So this is just someone to kind of start it with. We're just going to look for a picture that we like. The strange girl that everyone stays away from sits next to you. Why? So we're gonna click that one. So we have to choose an image. Can we choose this one? We can. So title, we're gonna say you are summoned. Young woman is running from the holy knights and uses dark magic to summon a demon lord to assist her in escaping and rebuilding her life. Greeting, we'll just do something like, we'll have the girl say, did it actually work? Are you really here to help me? And then we have some tags that we can select. So these just kind of explain to other people if you were to make it public. You can see down here, there's a visible to public. This is just kind of tags are for, you know, explaining what it is. So for example, it's a female character, magical maybe, but I mean, it kind of fits, non-human, no. Anime for sure. It's an anime character. We'll say demi-human. We'll make her a demi-human. And then again, you can make it visible to public if you want. There's also some advanced options, but honestly, they're not something you'll probably use too much. There's just fantasy dialogue. So it says, tell your fantasy here. The character goes first. You can also include some author comments, just what you might want users to know about this character or something. As you can see, it says this will not actually affect the fantasy. It's just used kind of as like information for people that might use it. But again, we're going to keep it private. So none of that even really pertains to us. We'll hit the create button and you can see we're now creating our fantasy. And like I said, this is a really cool feature that they added in. So you can see here, we now have the fantasy you are summoned. Did it actually work? I'm just going to be kind of a smart aleck to start. So we'll say, well, you did summon me, didn't you? And she says, I guess I did. Fuka stammered nervously, gripping her skirt tightly as she glanced around anxiously. But But how do I know you're not lying? You could just be pretending to help me, Demon Lord. Her voice quivered with a mix of hope and fear, dark eyes darting nervously between Anon and the approaching holy knights. You have to prove you're on my side. You dare summon me here, a Demon Lord, and then have the audacity tell me I must prove myself? If I was not on your side, you'd already be dead. Fuka flinched and stumbled back slightly at Anon's harsh words. It says Anon's because I don't have my name set on the site, by the way. One bandage hand flying up to cover her bruised cheek, but she didn't flee. Instead, she met Anon's gaze head on, even as her heart raced. And so again, this is just a really another cool feature that I haven't seen on a lot of other sites, but I think it's cool to be able to actually, in starting with the character, start with what do you want the fantasy to be. Another cool feature that they added, definitely something that I think you should check out. And so that is Nectar AI. Definitely check it out, man. They're fun. They're a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to do the role playing. Nectar AI has a great site here. The chat works great. The image generation, the video, as you saw, highly recommend checking them out. Like I said, they do have a sale going on right now for Easter. I mean, again, these companions, these characters, these sites are just getting better and better. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in AI, you should also check out this AI video I did.